What's going on today, YouTube? Today, I'm going to show you guys how to find your support and resistance lines on any type of candlestick chart. And if you're new to my channel, I make videos daily about helping you guys make money in the stock market instead of the majority that lose money in the stock market. So if you like this kind of content, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, share this video, give it a like, and here we go. I think this is the easiest one to start out with. If you guys want to be a profitable trader, you have to be able to identify these support and resistance lines. Now, this is the whole entire index, the S&P 500 index, and I think this is the easiest one to be able to see support and resistance lines. All these lines are theoretical lines where your price action will stop falling or stop rising. Look at this dip and look at this dip when the market crashed. Hypothetically, you can draw a straight line here. And look, it bounced here and bounced here. And this was what? 6 years later. Same up here. Hit an all-time high right here. Now, like I said, this line isn't exact. But you can see pretty much it bounced right at that line here. And that's a straight line and right here. So you have an idea of when you see this thing start to reverse. Now, for the case in the S&P 500, what you need to look for is when you're entering, say you saw this happen. When you need to look and enter, I know this is a long time, 6 years, but it's the same point for everything, whether it's a short time frame, long time frame, anything. So here, you're at this bottom resistance and you start to see an uptrend. Your expectations are for this to get the whole way back up to this line before it drops again. And same here, you're expecting it to fall the whole way down to this line. When it starts to fall, expect it to go the whole way up to that line when it starts to go up again. And now, one big thing, when it breaks a pattern, as in it stopped hitting highs here, dropping, hitting lows here, rising, hitting highs, dropping, breaks the pattern right here. You don't know what it's going to do. You have to find a new pattern. And right now, I mean, there was some consolidation here, so you could draw a line here, and you could draw a line here. These lines can be as big or small as you see anything. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to show you. The reason I drew this line so tight is because it's all like a bottom right here. We'll even make this a little bigger. It's all technically a bottom here. It fell to this bottom, then shot up again, came the whole way up to hit this top, fell back down and hit off this line many, many times. Until, what do you know, it broke the pattern again. Now it's up here. Now we're kind of in la-la land. We don't really know what it's going to do. Now we're going to go to other stocks. See how you can predict these lines also. We'll start off with this stock. PPC. Pilgrim's Pride Corp Company. I just want to show you. Same thing happens. Look, you can say there's a bottom here. You just have to look for where the stock price consolidates before it changes direction. Which it did here before it bounced. Same as up here. And these lines, like I said, they're not perfect. It's not like automatically as soon as this price hits here, it's going to automatically change direction and do the opposite. It could fall below, or it could go up top. But look, hit this high, stopped, came down, hit this low, stopped, hit this high, stopped, hit this low, stopped, hit this high, and kept on going. So now you have to look for a new pattern. So you're up here now. You see two tops up here, so you'll draw more lines. And this stuff, you can look for this stuff in anything. You can look for it in Forex. You can look for it in like cryptos. They're just hypothetical lines where the price action just will stop and start again. And we'll even, like over here. Same thing. You get two tops. Anytime you see like two or more tops, that's where you're looking to make a line. So we'll zoom in. We'll actually go, we'll go to a year a day. And you look for the same thing. So you start looking at this chart. And like I said, there can be other ones. They don't have to be just plain horizontal lines. So you look at, see how this kind of went like spiked, then came down, spiked and came down? You can even draw diagonal lines. And the same thing applies. Get that as close as I can. But see right here? It came in, hit a high, fell back down, hit that low, high, fell back down, hit that low, and came back up. Now this is actually a pattern when you see a downward parallel like this and it breaks this top resistance line up here. That's a good sign this thing will keep on going. You can look up like technical patterns, technical analysis patterns, and they'll show you a bunch of ones that happen a lot. There's one I think is really cool. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. But you just look for it, and then when you're going in for a trade, you start to think. Okay, say you saw this happen, and it's falling again. You're getting ready to take a position because you're expecting it to go back up to here again and then fall. So you just look. As soon as it starts on this uptrend, say you get in here, you ask yourself, okay, say it goes back up to that line again. Is a 6% profit what I'm looking for? 6% profit is what you're looking for, then I say go for the trade. And you're risking about, say it doesn't go through the pattern, falls down, you're looking at a 3% loss. So you just have to ask yourself, is a 6% reward worth a 3% loss? And it's whatever your risk reward's based on. Okay, we're going to go to another one. Show you guys these work everywhere. Here's a good one, AXSM, just because it worked so nicely for so long. You can see there's support and resistance here. You can see here for a long time. 5 months, this thing kept on bouncing off a support line right here and kept on bouncing off a resistance line. Support's at the bottom, resistance is at the top. We're going to say that was an exception, and we're going to hit these two. So we're going to say that's a resistance, that's support. And if you realize that, you could have got in when you started to see an uptrend. This was a little fake out, came back down, but still hit here. So if you waited for that again, look, you guys could have got a 20% gain on your money for a potential of what? 3% loss. That's a lot better ratio than the last time. And the last thing I want to show you guys, because I thought this was pretty cool. You guys ever hear of a head and shoulders pattern? I thought this was the best one I've seen in a while. And all that is, you can see here, that's technically your shoulder. That's your head. And that's your other shoulder. When you see a pattern like this, typically, when you get to the head and back to the shoulder and starts consolidating, it'll break and fall. And the shoulders don't perfectly align, but this pattern works a lot. And I thought that was pretty cool. This is like the best one I've seen in a long-term chart in a while. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys learned something. And if there's any other questions you guys want to know about finding support and resistance lines, comment below, let me know. So leave a like, comment, share this video if it helped you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.